With an increasing amount of people looking towards Brooklyn as a place to live outside of Manhattan, this video is for the younger demographic of working professionals and entrepreneurs who are considering doing the same. We'll evaluate 5 of the best neighborhoods I would recommend for a young professional looking to move into Brooklyn, based on the 3 questions that a young professional would probably ask when choosing a place to live. How much will it cost to live there? What would my commute time to work be, assuming you're commuting to Manhattan? And third, what is the nightlife and social scene like? I understand it is nice to be in a happening part of town and want places to go to take the edge off after work, and especially on the weekends. A young professional generally refers to a person between the ages of 20 and 49 in a professional or white-collar occupation. So with that being said, the 5 neighborhoods were selected based on those 3 questions. And by the end of this video, we will answer each question for every neighborhood, so stick around to see what place in Brooklyn is best for you. The first neighborhood that comes to mind has to be Bushwick. In itself, Bushwick is home to abundant job opportunities with many local businesses and rapid cultural development in an increasingly trendy neighborhood, making it ideal for singles and young professionals. Art is everywhere, with larger-than-life murals on the side of buildings and all around the neighborhood. The Bushwick Art Collective is a notable spot to check out, spanning a couple blocks while you can find more intimate galleries throughout the streets. To answer the first question, Bushwick rents are shown on this above graphic for studios up to 4 bedrooms. With most young professionals living on their own, studios or 1 bedrooms would apply most, unless you're splitting a large apartment with coworkers or friends. If you're considering buying, the median sale price for homes in Bushwick last month was $787,000. To the second question, if you're commuting to Manhattan, it will take under 35 minutes to get to either Penn or Grand Central. Living slightly further out from Manhattan, you sacrifice 10 to 12 minutes of each commute for about $1,000 in rent if you live closer in Williamsburg. It seems worth it to me, especially as a young professional starting to earn and save money. Last, Bushwick is one of the best spots in terms of entertainment and nightlife. To start, you are so close to the Brooklyn Mirage at Avant Gardner, the top event space in the country that has been killing it with EDM music. Next, it has a great collection of bars and clubs to choose from, with the Narrows being known for happy hours, or Racket Club as a spot to go out to. Bossa Nova Civic Club and House of Yes are 2 others in the area where you can usually find delicious food trucks and late night eating wherever you go when you're done dancing. Similar to Bushwick, Bed-Stuy has its own character with its own variety of murals, like the King of New York mural of artist Biggie Smalls on the corner of Bedford and Quincy Avenue. With many famous music artists and celebrities growing up in Bed-Stuy, the neighborhood has maintained its cultural identity over the years and has remained a preferred place to live, with the median age being as low as 34 years old. Here, it shows the average rent by number of beds in Bed-Stuy, with the median home sale increasing to $1.1 million in October. Commuting to Grand Central or Penn Station from here can take 30 minutes, and if you work in Brooklyn, it's even better because of its central location that offers a great spot to commute in any direction. Last, Bed-Stuy is one of the more lively neighborhoods in Brooklyn, with many independent stores, great places to eat, and some of the best homeware and vintage stores. I go into detail about each of these in my recent Bed-Stuy community tour video, so check that out. In terms of its social scene, Bed-Stuy offers everything like old dive bars to themed party bars, even having wine bars or more relaxed meet-up cocktail spots. One of them is actually a themed roller skate bar. You can find whatever it is you are looking for in Bed-Stuy as one of Brooklyn's largest neighborhoods, with notable places to go including Do or Dive, Cocktail Bed-Stuy, or Frog Wine Bar, to fit the bill of some of the types of places we just mentioned. Our third neighborhood is Sunset Park. This one will be the most affordable. Sunset Park is a little further south in Brooklyn, past Park Slope, and has exceptional sights of the Statue of Liberty, Staten Island, and Lower Manhattan because of its proximity to the Upper New York Bay. Sunset Park boasts a wealth of international cuisines, art, and history, making it a great choice for young professionals to live and get to know the real Brooklyn. A rising star in Brooklyn sky, it is a great place for foodies with some of the best dumplings, tacos, and cuisines in the New York City area, and is host of the Brooklyn Flea and Smorgasburg during the winter at Industrial City. With an average home value of $580,000 and rent prices for 1 to 3 bedrooms shown in this graphic from Zumper, it is much more affordable than other neighborhoods in Brooklyn, especially the next 2 that we will be talking about. The affordability comes at the cost of a longer commute, taking up to 40 minutes to get to Penn Station. In terms of going out, Sunset Park has its own dance club, the Brooklyn Hangar, and bars like Brooklyn's Ice House, Barrows and Tents, and the Grumpy Cat. These next two recommendations are for higher earners and people who have been working for a couple years with some money saved up, or a young professional who really values location. Prospect Heights is probably one of the cooler spots to live in Brooklyn, positioned right in the heart of Brooklyn. I don't think there is a better neighborhood in terms of location. It is just south of the famous Barclays Center if you ever want to catch your favorite artist performing or see the Brooklyn Nets play, and just north of the 526-acre beautiful Prospect Park. In Prospect Heights, there's the Brooklyn Museum, the Botanical Gardens, the Child Museum, and Grand Army Plaza, all to check out. As a younger person looking to get to know Brooklyn and the area you live in, Prospect Heights is a great option with many of Brooklyn's top destinations within its own neighborhood. It is also well connected to the MTA to get you to any other part of Brooklyn in no time, being right in the center of the borough. To get back to our 3 questions, you definitely pay for the location with the above graphics showing current rent prices in the area, and the median sale price being $1.38 million in September of this year. It offers a half-hour commute to Manhattan amongst its many other benefits. In terms of nightlife, some of the best bars are famous Last Words, The Bearded Lady, and Bar Meridian. It also has a handful of its own dance clubs in the area like 275 Park, Bembe, and Rub. In our last neighborhood, you're essentially paying Manhattan prices to be in the most happening part of Brooklyn, which gives its own unbeatable views of the New York City skyline. If you're willing to pay the higher price for the location or work long hours, this provides you the shortest commute to Manhattan, and you're located in the main commercial hub with highest population density in the entire borough. For this recommendation, I was in between DUMBO and Williamsburg, both being the more expensive places to live in Brooklyn, and about the same commute time outside of Penn Station of 26 minutes. However, DUMBO is better served by its surrounding areas than Williamsburg, being right across the water from the financial district and Brooklyn's nicest areas and suburbs right to the south, like downtown Brooklyn, the Bococa area, and Brooklyn Heights. For that reason, I went with DUMBO. Furthermore, it is close to the Atlantic Terminal, the main transit hub of Brooklyn, so getting to other neighborhoods of Brooklyn is easier from DUMBO than Williamsburg and is extremely convenient. With growing demand for living in the area, there has been tremendous development in DUMBO, and rents are the second highest on average at the above price ranges per bedroom, and a median sale price of $2.2 million exists. If you prioritize the social scene of where you live and your nightlife options, then this might be the best choice for you, with quick and convenient access to the entire island of Manhattan and all that it has to offer, as well as DUMBO's own collection of bars and clubs that are right behind the quality that you would find in Manhattan. A lot of these spots are higher end, being in the location that they are, but many recommended include Pilot at Pier 6 and Harriet's Rooftop and Lounge, while Juneshine, J Street Bar, and Vine Apple are more intimate choices to have. DUMBO is also home to Time Out Market New York, which is a great food hall that has views of the rest of the city and the Brooklyn and Manhattan bridges. Not only offering food, it also has a total of 3 of its own bars, with one being on a rooftop. No matter the neighborhood you choose to live, you are not limited to its specific social scene, and in fact can experience each area's nightlife if you wanted to. They are all relatively near each other, and it is easy to go from one to another with the subway. One of the benefits of living in Brooklyn is that each neighborhood offers its own unique selection of places to go and see, with those of other areas still being at your fingertips because of how well connected the borough is. Today, we reviewed 5 recommended Brooklyn neighborhoods for young professionals based on 3 of the most likely criteria. What does it cost? What is the commute? And how is the social scene? I hope today's video gave you the insight you need when considering which neighborhood to move in, or at least ruled out a few. Brooklyn is a wonderful place to live, and these 5 neighborhoods are far from the only places that cater towards young professionals. Now, if you are planning to move to Brooklyn and need help looking for your next home, please feel free to contact me even if you just have a few questions. I would be happy to help. If you want to see more content like this, then subscribe to the channel. There are many more videos to come, keeping you up to date on everything Brooklyn real estate. Until next time, thanks for watching.